In the eastern region of Sudan, along the banks of the Nile River, stands an impressive collection of stone and granite pyramids that soar into the sky. These ancient monuments, reaching heights of nearly 100 feet, serve as a testament to the once mighty civilization known as the Kingdom of Kush. Despite their magnificence, these pyramids have remained largely overlooked and unfamiliar to much of the world. Found approximately 120 miles northeast of Khartoum, the Sudanese capital, these pyramids are the remnants of the ancient city of Meroe, the former capital of the Kingdom of Kush. This powerful civilization ruled over the region of Nubia for thousands of years, extending its influence beyond the Nile River. Similar to their famous counterparts in Egypt, the Kushites constructed monumental structures to honor their deceased rulers. In fact, the Kingdom of Kush rivaled Egypt in greatness, with its pharaohs exerting control from Khartoum to the Mediterranean Sea. However, while Egypt's rulers and monuments continue to be studied and celebrated, the history of this remarkable civilization has been obscured. Surprisingly, Meroe boasts more pyramids than all of Egypt combined, yet they have not received the recognition they deserve. For generations, these awe-inspiring structures and the people behind them have been overlooked. Thankfully, in recent decades, archaeologists have started to unveil their secrets and shed light on the fascinating world of this ancient civilization. The story of the Kingdom of Kush traces its roots back to the city-state of Kerma, which thrived in Nubia between the 25th and 15th centuries BC. This rural and agricultural society, initially consisting of around 2,000 people in the urban center, constructed impressive structures using mud bricks for religious and funerary purposes. Meanwhile, in Egypt, the Grand Pyramids were being erected to honor the pharaohs. Around 1500 BC, the Egyptians expanded their influence southward, conquering Kerma and imparting their culture on the people of Nubia. Under this Egyptian influence, new buildings were erected, and a temple was established at Jebel Barkal, a bend in the Nile River. For 5 centuries, the pharaohs governed the region, and the Kushites embraced aspects of Egyptian culture. Rituals dedicated to the Egyptian god Amun were conducted at Jebel Barkal, and intermarriage between the elite classes of both kingdoms occurred. However, contemporary art depicted the two groups as racially distinct. Following the decline of Egypt's new kingdom around 1070 BC, the Kushites emerged as the natural successors to the pharaohs. The third king of Napata, Pianki, set out to conquer the northern kingdom, succeeding and establishing the 25th dynasty of Egypt, often referred to as the Black Pharaohs. During their reign, the Kushites revived traditional Egyptian practices, including the construction of pyramids to honor their rulers. The Kushite Empire expanded its territory into the Near East, and the kingdom thrived under the rule of successive kings. Over time, the Kingdom of Kush faced invasions from the Assyrians in the 7th century BC, eventually leading to their expulsion from Egypt. Seeking safety, the Kushites retreated to Napata. But even there, they were not immune to attacks from rival empires. Consequently, they made a significant decision to shift their capital to a new city called Meroe, located approximately 200 miles southeast of Napata. Meroe's strategic position at the crossroads of Africa and the Mediterranean enabled it to flourish as a bustling trade center, benefiting from the fertile Nile-irrigated soil. The region's abundant resources, including gold and iron, further elevated Meroe's status. In Meroe, a distinctive Kushite culture developed, influenced not only by Egypt, but also by other African and Greco-Roman cultures. Much like their Egyptian counterparts, the kings of Meroe built pyramids as tombs, although these pyramids had steeper angles and were not exclusively reserved for the elite. Wealthy individuals could choose to be buried in these grand structures. Surprisingly, Meroe boasts more pyramids than all of Egypt combined, yet it has not received the attention it deserves. Despite the rich history and cultural significance of Meroe, the region remains relatively unknown to tourists. The Kingdom of Kush, centered around Meroe, thrived for centuries and was home to remarkable rulers, including warrior queens like Amanirenas, who repelled the Roman army. The Kushites developed a sophisticated civilization, complete with pyramids, temples, and their own adaptation of Egyptian religion. In recent years, efforts have been made to bring attention to the ancient pyramids of Meroe and the rich history of the Kingdom of Kush. Archaeologists continue to make new discoveries, shedding light on this once-forgotten civilization. It stands as a testament to the enduring legacy of the Kingdom of Kush and serves as a reminder of the vast and diverse tapestry of human history. Throughout the centuries, the Kingdom of Kush thrived and developed its own language while maintaining trade routes. However, in the 4th century BC, the balance of power in Nubia shifted with the rise of the Roman Empire and the emergence of the Kingdom of Aksum in present-day Ethiopia. Additionally, climate change also played a role in the decline of Kush, as it did for many ancient civilizations. The achievements of the Kushites, who built more pyramids than the Egyptians, have often been overlooked and underappreciated. Racist attitudes prevailing in academia during the early 20th century contributed to this neglect. Scholars like George Reisner dismissed the idea of a complex Kushite society, hindering serious study of the Kushites for decades. Fortunately, not all scholars shared these prejudiced views. In the 1960s, Charles Bonnet conducted excavations in Sudan, focusing on the remains of Kerma, and recognized the independent significance of this civilization. Despite challenges, including limited access to Nubian sites and the impact of construction projects like the Meroe Dam, some archaeologists remain dedicated to exploring the Kingdom of Kush. Activists continue to advocate for the preservation of Nubia's ancient relics, hoping to secure their legacy for future generations. The Kingdom of Kush's remarkable achievements deserve recognition and appreciation, and ongoing research and discoveries may finally bring it the spotlight it rightfully deserves. Thanks for watching. Never forget to like, comment, and share the video. Remember to subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for regular updates.